For the Huffington Post, I'm Christina Hartman. A California teacher who authorities say took bondage-style photos of his elementary school-age students remains in jail on $23 million bail. But officials want to know how the alleged abuse could possibly have taken place. First, to background from KRIV.
Well, investigators say he would trick the students in his classroom into a game where he would blindfold them, put a live cockroach on their bodies, take photos, or he'd tell them they'd get a spoonful of sugar. It wasn't sugar, though, but something the teacher had sexually excreted.
Officials say 61-year-old Mark Berndt fed his students his semen in some of those pictures. Some of those students reportedly as young as 6 years old. Authorities were reportedly tipped off by a photo processor who was disturbed by the images and handed them over. According to the Associated Press, at the time of the investigation, only the parents of the alleged victims were informed of the alleged incidents. KABC and KSWB report more are now coming forward, and some say they alerted authorities long before the investigation began.
There are new reports this morning that back in 1991, students noticed his hands were often on his lap, hidden behind his desk, where he also kept a jar of Vaseline. They say they told school staff, but they were not taken seriously.
A 30-year-old woman claims she alerted school officials more than 20 years ago and that a counselor told her not to make up stories.
The Los Angeles Unified School District has launched an internal investigation. KNBC talked with school administrators who say they're working on getting answers. Here's Miramonte Elementary School's principal.
The minute I saw these pictures, I called my supervisor. We sat down, and 20 minutes later, we made a decision to pull them from the school.
And from KTLA, word from the district superintendent.
I'm a dad, and you can't think of a worse breach of trust. I mean, it's the most despicable thing that could happen to students.
Mark Berndt faces felony charges on 23 counts of lewd acts on children. If convicted, he could get multiple life sentences. Stay with the Huffington Post for all the latest as this story develops. For the Huffington Post, I'm Christina Hartman.